So we're watching Notre Dame breaking it out. Michigan's coming for the attack, basically. And I want to go back and see what you see here. Okay, they're breaking out. Here's your D-man. You got one forward here, one forward here. Okay, at this point, that defenseman feels very comfortable because he has a man back and he knows he's got numbers off to the left side of him. So as we play this clip here, he's got numbers here. So he's able to step up and try to destroy that play in the neutral zone. And if he can destroy it in what we called, and if you remember, I want to see if you remember what's this zone called for Notre Dame, this neutral zone.
It's called the rim zone.
Okay, this you close. This one's the rim zone for Notre Dame. So Notre Dame's here. This is the north zone, but you at least have the name right, right? So let me just see if I can draw on here. There we go. Okay, so this for Notre Dame. Notre Dame's coming out of the zone. This is the north zone. It's where they need to skate. And over here is the rim zone. If you can force them to chip that puck in or even kill the play before they hit the rim zone, that's ideal. Because then if they chip it in, it's going to be an icing. So he has that confidence to do so because who has the advantage here?
The defenseman has the advantage right now.
Yeah, because he's got two players right here.
He has numbers.
Exactly. There you go. He's got numbers here and here, and of course him. So we got 4-on-2 hockey right here. There's no reason not to kill that play. That's what he does. They still end up chipping it in, but now it's one guy against four guys. Michigan ends up with that puck. Okay, let's see about this one here. This almost looks very similar to what they did. Again, let's go back. Okay, let's say you're a defenseman in this situation. Correct. I want you to correct this guy here. Should he be that far out?
No, he should at least be 2 to 3 stick lengths away.
Very good. Yeah, I would prefer him. I think I can move him on this screen. Let's see if I can. Yeah. Okay, I'd prefer him like here, right? He could start that back pedal right there when that guy's right at the hash marks because he has such an aggressive back check by his forwards. That's why it's so important as a defenseman to get your forwards to back check. When I play defense, I would always yell at them, please back check. You got to be a part of the team. I can't have you just sitting back there waiting for the one bounce that you can go in the score. You got to be a part of the defense and to help destroy that rush.
I
So that's what.
also think that the defenseman back there, since he's so far back, if he does slow down, he still might get burned when the forward's coming.
I agree. Yeah, because if he does slow down, he's losing his momentum, right? So he slows down. This guy's going full speed north. He could lose his momentum 100%. I agree with you. And see, he does. He basically has to stop backpedaling. That's still too far. Now, luckily, he's got, I mean, we know this. What does he have right here in this area? Hockey by the what?
Hockey by the numbers.
That's right. Hockey by the numbers. So he knows he's going to be okay. But I would still like to see him way up here because if he was here, that's much closer to the offensive zone. They can boom, quick, and get right back to work. Instead, they let him go all the way in to defensive zone. Yes, Michigan ends up with the puck, ends up with the breakout, but you could have prevented that. You could have, instead of trying to play 200 feet away from the offensive zone, you could have been playing 50 feet away from the offensive zone. Okay, we'll go to the next clip. I have a lot of Notre Dame in here. Okay. Now this is about Notre Dame's rush here. Okay, this was pretty good. I like this situation. I think his gap was a little bit better. in this situation, notice he goes straight to the face-off dots. He wants to be inside that face-off dot. Now, why does he want to make sure he backpedals to this area of the ice right here?
That's the easy one. He wants to back to the more of that area, so he's taking away the middle and gives the forward the only option to go on the side which he can angle out.
That's right. He wants to make sure he's dictating what the forward does. That's the best thing about being a defenseman is you get to dictate what another player does if you do it correctly. Because otherwise, if he starts backpedaling here or makes a bad mistake of pinching, this guy can just go right to the middle, and that's not what you want as a D-man. So he does a very good job here of making sure he gets straight to the middle. And he's got this hard side pressure. Okay. And I want you to look at the layers here. I'm just going to use this arrow here. So when we discuss layers, you have that first layer in front of you, which is the puck or attack layer. Then you have that second layer. Out here is the support layer. Okay, so if you look at this, don't worry about this layer back here. Okay, who has the advantage in these just two layers here?
Notre Dame has the advantage.
Yeah, they have one extra guy. That's all they need. This right here. Okay, and they have 4v3, and in this first layer, they have basically 3v2 in that first layer because you get that hard side pressure, back checking side pressure there. Able to destroy that play quickly. To chip in, it's just them three. They go to change, and now they get to run a very nice controlled breakout here. Okay, I think I got a few on Arizona State that are really good. Arizona State's really good at their back check. Look at that forward back checking hard. And see, look, they basically have almost like a trap set up here. Okay, and still hockey by the numbers dictates Arizona's got the numbers against Denver. See, that way the defenseman loses the puck here, but does he feel threatened after losing puck? Is he panicking?
He's not. He's more controlled.
Yeah, and why is that?
He's doing that because I don't really know.
That's okay. That's why we're
Ah,
here, right? It's because we're gonna count them out here. He's got five guys. Denver and this pitcher only have three. So 100% hockey by the numbers means we can destroy that play, and there should be no reason at all that that puck comes out and have a good scoring opportunity. If not, if it does, that means your team's not doing their job. See? Boom, Arizona's going the other way. We'll go, let's see, we'll go till seventh day since it's just you. That way you're getting a lot of good information here. If you, like I say, had any questions, holler, let me know. All right, let's see here. Another Arizona one. Okay, bad situation here by this defenseman. He gets this puck. Okay, what's something he doesn't do is why this basically breakdown happens.
he's not checking the other defenseman to see where he's going. He's kind of just throwing it to the other defenseman.
Exactly. He is not scanning whatsoever, so he has no idea where that puck is go. Like he knows it's probably going to his D partner, but he's not looking to see where that D partner's pressure is coming from. As a defenseman or a forward, anytime you get the puck and you're ready to pass it off, you have to answer a question. When I pass off this puck, what pressure is my teammate going to have? And if it's really bad, quick front pressure, then that's a bad pass. So he passes off. That's a bad pass. Too much front pressure. But he doesn't panic. He feels pretty comfortable. And why?
Because he has numbers.
Because he has numbers. Look at that. They can close it. I don't think that scoring chance, even that should not have happened. But the guy loses the puck and then go the other way. In my opinion, and get this going again here. The only thing that was wrong with this is I'd like to see his player full speed here and this one fold more to the middle, which he doesn't. He folds more to the outside, letting this guy take that lane in the middle. So if he would have folded to the middle, this guy would have never had that shot, even that shot opportunity. He doesn't get it, but he would never have that opportunity.
He has three guys on one guy.
Yep, exactly. Yep. Okay, we'll go to the next clip. I think this is it for the Arizona. Okay, look at this defenseman. He's already getting ready to step up because he knows he's got hockey by the numbers. Okay, so you see that play, and most people think that's a breakdown. I don't see it that way. I think this is a great play. Okay, this defenseman is able to step up because he has numbers. So he feels very confident to do so. He thinks he's got a good pick here. Leave it to Denver. That was a great little, he does a little chip between his legs. But even in that situation, still, who still has the advantage?
Denver does because they also have a second layer.
Yeah, or Arizona. Yeah, I know what you meant though. Arizona right here.
Arizona, yeah.
Yeah, I know what you meant though, bud. Yeah, Arizona still does because they have that second layer. Look, you got it. You got in the layers. So honestly, I would have preferred maybe this guy to skate a little harder, but otherwise than that, perfect. They can kill that play and move on. Being able to read layers and seeing hockey by the numbers is so important as a defenseman, and it will slow the game down for you. Because many defensemen, like you said, your issue is gap control. Many defensemen will take 2 to 3 stick links back because they're like, well, if I'm at least here, I can just absorb this rush and I won't get beat and I won't be embarrassed by getting beat or I won't get yelled at by my forwards or my goalie or my coach. But at the same time, you're basically just giving the forward all day to think about things. You're letting him dictate you as a defenseman instead of you dictating him. If you skate right up on him, and you know this as a defenseman, if you've taken the puck up, what's one thing you cannot stand is when a guy's right at you. You love it when they back off because you feel like you have all day to make little deeks and dangles. But if they're right on you, you can't do that. You feel uncomfortable. You have a little bit of anxiety. You make a mistake. So it's good to have strong gaps and really close their gaps and take away their ice. Okay, this is WHL. All right, look at this situation here. I love this one. Okay, this is the Portland Winterhawks is in the red. Okay, they definitely have the advantage here. You have good back pressure right here. You got man on man here. This guy honestly should be over here. And that D feels like he's got all day to make a decision. And this one can easily step up and kill the play. Look at that. Forwards are back. Defense feels comfortable and confident. They take the puck. And now defense can make a controlled breakout. Let's just go 2 more clips here. Okay, bud? Let's see about this one. I love this at an angle here. I used to have my defenseman run that as well, even at an angle skating. This isn't a defenseman, so forward, but still. Okay, in this situation, would you feel comfortable as a defenseman if you're this guy right here?
I would feel comfortable.
You would? You have hockey by the numbers, you have the advantage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So see, boom. They can get to work there. The defense feels comfortable. And look, he's already about to step up on that. If that player was to get it, he's going to step up and kill that play quickly because, again, he's got four basically on one. Even if you count the support layer, instead the forwards are able to get to work. We'll go one more here. I'm thinking we'll go with this one. Yeah. All right. See this defenseman here? He's already about to take off to the middle. Look at his gap here. This is what I wanted to talk to you about, especially talking about gap. Notice he puts his stick out, stick on stick. Notice that right there. And that is a perfect gap. Even if this guy gets the puck, there's no way he's going to make a move with that close of a gap. There's no way that player is going to make that pass. You notice how close that D-man was to this whole situation, right? He wasn't nervous. He didn't fall back. He didn't go all the way back and give 10 feet of space from this scrum. Close, booms, got the puck, still doesn't panic, drops his knees, and still gets it out of the D zone, neutral zone, into the O zone. So, what about gap control do you struggle with the most?
Probably getting scared of getting burned.
It's very valid. Do you do you kind of understand what I'm saying when if you're right in their face, how uncomfortable that is?
Yeah,
Okay, so let's make sure next time you feel scared of being burned, try it. Try to gap up on them and take away. Think of it that way. The moment they get their puck and they're coming this direction, I'll use maybe like I think I can do this real quick here. Okay, right here. I think I can do this. Okay, perfect. Right. So the moment they get the puck here, let's say this is the guy. He's got the puck top of the circle. Okay, if you're a defenseman here, most D-men are going to go right to here and give basically, sorry about that one, and basically give that much of a gap, correct?
correct.
So what we want to do in order to change all of that, go back to it again, is when this player comes here, you want to take away his actual gap by going like this right here. And it's going to feel scary at first, and you're going to feel like if I get beat, it's going to be embarrassing or bad. But if you do that, that player is going to panic right at this moment here. You stick your stick out, puck's gone, your teammates are in the O zone, still getting to play 5-on-5 hockey. All else fails, let's say you do get here, he beats you to the outside or here, the inside or outside. You should have your other D partner fold to the middle, so he should be here. So you'd still be in an okay position. If you got forwards back, say you got one forward and he's back and that happens, then you're even in a better position. So just remember, if you can see your forwards are starting to come back, have that confidence to step up and just try it. If you get burned, you get burned, right? But have that confidence to step up and see what happens, okay? Now, I know this was a shorter Zoom, but it was just you, which is pretty cool. You got to get a little one-on-one here. Tell me one thing that you're going to work on now when you get back on the ice as a defenseman.
I'm actually getting on the ice in like a couple 1 hour, but
Oh, cool.
one thing that I'm gonna work on is like you said, when I'm gonna cross when I pivot, I'm gonna cross over more to the outside area.
Hmm.
I mean to like the dots more
Yep.
by taking away the middle. So then if I don't, they would just cut back.
Yes, do that. Take it away and treat that board side as a third defenseman. If you can angle that forward into that board, you basically created a third defenseman for yourself, right? That's where
That's
you
one
want him
thing
to
I'm
go.
really good at. I'm
Good.
really good at angling.
Good. Yeah, do that then. Okay. All right, buddy. Well, I enjoyed the Zoom. Okay. And I'll have a lesson on this probably up by Saturday. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. See you, buddy.